Hi, it's Pamela Sylvan, the Mojo Maker, and today's video a little bit more different than I'm usually putting out there, where I'm talking about hot mojo tips and such. Today I had a really great experience with somebody on my Mojo Live talking show, and it was around the topic of authenticity. You know, we as, I guess, either you call it light worker, personal development, or motivational or inspirational speakers, teachers, and workers are always on that track to help as many people as we possibly can. And at the same time, helping ourselves, because, you know, what you need to learn, you end up sort of teaching, right? And I'm on that space right now where I'm learning to find my inner and outer voice and learning to express that voice out into the world that not only helps me but helps other people going along that same track. And that's why, you know, I work on the ethos of the word mojo, meaning internal power, fortitude, and such, and to express that power out into the world. And I don't mean aggressive power, the type that he with the biggest stick or the biggest gun wins, but a personal power that lights up the world, that makes room and space for other people, that enlarges your vision and puts your vision out there for other people. And I've been on this journey for some time, most of my adult life, but especially now, you know, now that I passed my 40s. And during my earlier adult life, where, you know, you finished school, you graduated, you got married, you had a child, your career was going in a certain way, and then all that comes to a screeching halt. Usually, either you get bumped off somehow because something happened drastically, or you notice that there's a low-grade buzz of unhappiness that's going on, and it's time for a change. And that change usually comes in the way of, you know, for me, I can't speak for anybody else. For me, it came where I had to end a marriage, where I had to leave the area in which I grew up in changing the work that I do and looking for something to do that made me happy as opposed to just making money, you know. And I turned out in a way that scares the hell out of me. I got to tell you, my day and my journey is scary. And most people won't do it because a lot of it is about unknowns. How am I going to get from here to there? Where am I going? What am I doing? I have no idea most days. And why do I do it? Why put myself through all this bullshit, right? I put myself through the bullshit because it keeps me alive. It brings me alive. I learn so much about how life works. Before, I had a sort of preconceived version of life handed to me by other people, and all the shoulds and should nots, all the commandments of life. And I had no concept. I lived in a box. I lived in a little tubular case. So now that I've broken the case, I broke it wide open, and I get to look around and see what's going on, some days, damn scary. Some days, I want to ask myself, what the fuck happened, right? And do I want to run back to well, you know what? You can't run back because I've changed too much. It's like when you open a sheet set, you buy a sheet set for your bed, and maybe you don't like it, and you try to fold it back to put it back in the bag so you can take it back for an exchange or refund, and it never quite fits or never goes back to that way that you got it out of the box, right? And that's like my life. Even if I wanted to go back, which I don't, it will never fit the way in which I opened it up. So my only recourse is to keep going. So I'm going to keep going. And along the way, I'm hoping to meet up with people who are also looking to break open that case that they were handed at the beginning of their journey and experience themselves in a different way, to experience the journey, to experience their thinking, to just experience life in a juicy, meatier way. I got to tell you, sometimes as crazy as my life is, it's juicy, it's fun, it's worth telling and writing down. My mother says, you got to write a book because none of the stuff happened to anybody that I know, and you're the only one that I know what happens to, or more importantly, you're one of the few people I know, she knows, that actually continues to make it into something great and keep going. And I used to listen to her tell me that, and I could, what are you talking about? Doesn't this happen to everybody? And she says, not really. So when she said that, I thought, oh my God, there's something wrong with me. She said, no, there's something different about you. So explore that and share that gift. So that's the part of being vulnerable in your life, is to say, you know what the hell is this? And go deep and dive and go find the treasure that's in here. That's that mojo that I talk about all the time. And I'm on the journey, and I'm inviting you to come on and journey with me in a very authentic and real way. I want to say major thanks to Norma T. Hollis today for being my guest on Mojo Talking Live and bringing that topic of authenticity and what it really means and what's really going on around us. And for all of us that have adult kids in their 20s and watching them really be those authentic people, even though it's messing with us for their parents, watch them. Watch what's going on around you. Watch how the world's breaking open in different ways like never before, because the world as a whole is also trying to find its authenticity. It won't always be easy. There will always be battles, even battles within yourself, but it's worth the journey. Just go for it and party along the way. Celebrate those small wins and join me. What else can I tell you? Keep coming back, subscribe, go to my blog at PamelaSlobin.com. But I'll take you along. I'll be vulnerable. I'll be as authentic as I can be that day. I'll share with you. And sometimes it might get weepy, but you know what? That's life, right? I'm Pamela Slobin, the Mojo Maker, and look forward to talking to you again in a real and authentic way. Bye-bye.